Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to not the Aspiring Authors Morning Show. I almost said it. Welcome to Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday, wherever you may be around this world. So go ahead and hit the share button because I'm going to talk about something very important today. Something that I want you to really get in your spirit, something that I want you to really resonate with. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, your number one inspirational book coach. And a lot of times, I'm talking to women out there, women who are struggling financially to make ends meet because, they're not seeing their value and how much they're worth. And this is something that I do through my services as an inspirational book coach. I make it easy for you to generate a continuous monthly revenue, okay? A continuous monthly revenue from writing your book and knowing exactly what to include in that book. So you don't have to second guess or you don't have to struggle about what to put in that book. And it saves you money and it saves you time because you couldn't be making costly mistakes. And I'm gonna tell you some costly mistakes could be, you have a book that has a cover that doesn't match your book. Okay. Another costly mistake could be you didn't get your book edited. Another costly mistake could be, um, you left out important information in that book. Here's another one. Another costly mistakes what many authors do. They have written a book and they sold a few copies of that book. Now they have the rest of those books sitting around in boxes, collecting dust, deteriorating. You spent money to get those books printed and to be delivered to you. So what happened? What happened? Okay? So those are costly mistakes that, we need to discuss. But what I want to talk to you about today, the theme for this month is productivity. Productivity. How to be productive. And the topic for today is overcoming your biggest issue and turning it into a profit. Overcoming your biggest issue and turning it into a profit. You know, there's financial struggles, there's personal struggles, y'all, there's health struggles, there's emotional struggles, there's business struggles, and all of these things are real. And I'm not discounting those things because they're real and they touch everybody's lives. Everybody. And it's very prevalent among women, single moms, retirees, divorcees, widows, even couples, y'all, even couples. But I want to let you know that you can eradicate your financial struggles. You can. If I did it, you can also. You remember I told you back in 2006 when the housing market went bust. I thought that was the worst day in my life. You know, you can eradicate those things. And this is how you do that. You focus on what value you have to offer to others. That's what you do. You focus on the value that you have to offer to others. Contributing factors, I'm going to tell you, they make everything worse. And, what happens there, you're not seeing your worth. You're not seeing your worth, believing that, you have to work hard for everything that you need. How many, think that I have to work hard for everything I need? Money doesn't grow on trees. You've heard those things. You heard those limiting beliefs. And those things have caused you to stumble throughout life. Only what, you might even be thinking about only what's on the outside of me has value. And you need things, you bring things into your life to validate you. many can resonate with that? How many can agree with that? You bring things in your life in order to value you because of what society thinks or what somebody else is doing. I want to tell you today, that's wrong. That's wrong thinking. You are an asset. Can you see that? You are an asset. I want you to say that with me. I am an asset. You know, many women are unaware of their value because they're used to trading time for dollars. Is this real talk? You know, they're trading time for dollars. Now, I'm going to tell you, companies may be making 5, 6, 7, 8 figures and above. I want you to think about this. This is what companies are doing. But you don't even consider this is something possible for you. Now, let me break it down. Watch this. Companies don't run themselves, do they? If you have to be honest. Companies consist of a team of individuals contributing their expertise, their education, their physical abilities to run that company. Think of it that way. Do you see it? So shift your perspective, okay? If they need you, if that company needs you, why can't you do it for yourself? Why can't you see it's possible for you to make 5, 6, 7, 8 figures or above? You know, think about that. It's possible for you too. You have expertise, you have education, you have knowledge. Well, package that in the book. Turn your knowledge into dollars. Turn your knowledge into dollars. You know, I get it. I get it. When you're so busy helping others build their dreams, your brilliance becomes clouded. That's what happened to me. Yo, I know, I get it. You have a different perspective. But let me remind you this. You are struggling financially. You are struggling in some, and you know, you don't have to, I don't mean you're struggling financially where you can't pay your bills, where you're down to the bare minimum. I'm not saying that. But you're somewhere you're struggling. You would like to do bigger and better things. But then you're looking at your bank account and you have to put off because you can't take that trip. You can't expand that business. You can't add an expansion onto your home. Whatever the case may be. You can't send your kids to college right now. You have to think of something else. You have to think about maybe getting another job or, you know, seeking finances from a bank or whatever. Think about that. Think about that. I'm going to tell you, the CEO in that company is concerned about their bottom line, that company's bottom line, point blank, and will quickly make decisions to protect that company's interests. Right? So what about you? Are you concerned about being responsible for your own success? About being responsible for your future? I want you to think about that. I know I might be causing disruption in some of y'all lives, but I want you to think outside of the limitations that you may have built up for yourself. You have to secure your stance and avoid being thrown into that sink or swim situation. Think about that. Jobs are not loyal, y'all. They are not loyal. You know, they'll lay you off in a minute. Jobs will lay you off in a hot second, right before the holidays. That's what happened to me right before the holidays. In the afternoon, an hour and a half before it was quitting time at 3:30 p.m. You have to think about something that you could do different. Take what you know and write your book. I'm not telling you to quit your job, but I'm trying to tell you have something else on the side where it will constantly work for you, will bring in a revenue stream. Find your ideal audience. Find your ideal audience and answer the questions that your audience is asking through your message. Writing your book doesn't have to be complicated. Not at all. The reality is you don't have to continue struggling financially. And like what I told you, it don't have to be the bare minimum, but it could mean denying yourself something that you really want to do in this season and you have to delay it because you don't have the finances. Okay? When you already have enough resources to write about, to enlighten others through your knowledge. Y'all, there are 7.9 billion people in this world. 7.9 billion people. There are 63,000 Google searches every second of every day. Don't you think there's somebody waiting for your information? They're waiting for your information, and you haven't even written your book yet. Haven't even written your book yet. There's room for your book. There's room for your book. So avoid making costly mistakes. And best of all, save yourself countless hours of frustration and delays. If I could show you a way to write your book and save you money and aggravation, would you give our services a try? Simple as that. So schedule a free 15-minute discovery call with me by going to bit.ly/generate revenue 2021. Again, that's bit.ly/generate revenue 2021. And I hope that this broadcast has brought value to you to let you see that you are an asset and you don't have to struggle. There's a lot of things inside of you that you could write about. If you just give yourself an opportunity to think and give yourself permission to come out of those limiting beliefs, thinking that you have to work hard for your money. And that's a limiting belief thought. Okay? Limiting belief. Change the way you see things. Change the way that you view yourself. Because you are full of books, not just one book. You are full of books. So I don't know who I'm speaking to. If I'm speaking to that single mom, if I'm speaking to that divorcee, if I'm speaking to that retiree, if I'm speaking to that widow, if I'm speaking to a couple, if I'm speaking to a business owner, or if I'm speaking to a person who's running an organization, you are an asset. And you owe it to yourself and all of those people that's attached to you in whatever capacity it is to turn your knowledge into dollars. So I thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me today on turning your passion into Profit Morning Show. And I look forward to seeing you the next time. Remember to share this broadcast out with your friends. And keep this in mind. This is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of your day.